Hallelujah. How's it going? My name is Blessius, and I'm going to be frank with you. I don't really do story missions that often in Destiny. Rarely do I ever go back and replay anything, but when I do, it's through the heroic missions, and when I go back and play them, I really get taken back in time to the first time I played them, because a lot of the Taken King missions, especially like the ones where like after you kill orcs, you go back and replay a few things, I haven't touched those. And I think this might be one of those missions. It's Kings of Decay. We're gonna go in and we're gonna have a little bit of fun, PvE style. Also, I want to show you a new emote coming to my Twitch channel right here. Pretty awesome, right?
Guardian, turns out I gave you some bad intel last time. Those wizards weren't controlling the Blight. Mea culpa and such like. Got a real plan this time. There's a Taken Knight running sorties on the Cosmo down there, and the Tower Scouts have tracked the Blight to the old King's Watch bunker. Hit the Knight in a counterattack, and then push on to the bunker.
See, this is such an amazing way to tell story, and I hope it gets expanded on. Taken King was such a right step in the direction. I just hope there's no flying loading screens in D2.
Welcome back to the Cosmodrome. We have tracking on that Knight, critter named Sugoth.
T is silent. That's actually funny with subtitles.
Names anyway. Okay, get after him, Guardian.
All right.
Cade, Knight is down. I'm detecting a surge of power in response.
All right, we're gonna go
Just
in.
what we wanted. And, yep, it's coming from the King's Watch bunker. Our intel was right. That's the source. You know what to do, Guardian.
Sweet. So here's my thing about Destiny 2. Destiny 1, obviously something went on story-wise that broke things up. But the Taken King was such a right step in the direction with what they had. You have to remember, all of this is basically just under one engine. So they couldn't make drastic improvements. But something I really hope to see in Destiny 2 is the removal of the flying loading screens. What I want, just imagine, say like World of Warcraft or The Witcher 3. What you do is you go in and everything's on patrol. Yet you'll have to fly to different planets. But the Cosmodrome, you have options for multiple different continents. You can go to the Manhattan Nuclear Zone. You can go to, the European Dead Zone. You can go to Old Chicago. You can go to Old Russia. But it's huge. Everywhere is huge. And man, these are some creepy audio cues. Let's go in. Sorry, I had to turn down my speakers down there. Man, I think that'd be crazy. And then what you could do is, obviously there's gonna have to be some sort of loading screen, yes, to go to different planets, to go into Crucible. I get that. And the loading screen that they do have right now, it is innovative, but at the same time, it's the same thing since 2014. Even with the alpha and the open beta of Destiny. Now, I'm not nitpicking Destiny. I'm just saying that these would be welcomed additions to Destiny 2. And like anyone that ever plays Destiny and loves it, we all just want the best for Destiny. And everyone might not have the same opinions about certain things, whether it's weapon balance, what they want with their story, what they want in their Crucible. But we can all say, we just want the best experience, and Destiny 2 has the chance to be one of the coolest things ever. Taken King definitely expanded on an MMO-like atmosphere, also delving more and more into that story. And personally, I love My Name is Byte, but I want more lore in story, so I don't have to go to, Byte's channel or go into the Grimoire cards. Byte, I love you. I love you. I'm not trying to say I don't want to go to your channel. I'm just saying, I just gotta have the story. Don't get me wrong, still have the Grimoire cards and have it accessible in-game so I can hear Byte read about it, because I will watch him read about it, but I want some of that good lore in my face, if you know what I'm saying. Like, we have, Saint 14, who's still alive somewhere. We have Osiris on Mercury. We have all this expanded things that we can do. And I'm really curious if we'll ever see the Stranger again, because I don't know if that's just something that Bungie's just like, I hope they forget about you. We won't. But at the same time, I don't know. It's curious. Especially how people used to think that the stranger was Lady Ifrit. Or it was someone that worked with Rasputin. Like Rasputin created it, and that's who was going back in time. I don't know. Those were just theories I saw on Reddit years ago. Oh, well, Taking King time years ago. Before Taking King time a little bit. But I don't know how we got in this ramble, because all I wanted to do is just play a heroic mission. Here I am talking about storytelling. Also, another thing that I do want to put in there is people are excited about that that possible Destiny 2 leak. If you don't know what it is, there's plenty of channels that cover it. But essentially, Mega Bloks, the people that have been making like the Lego-esque action figures, I guess, collectibles, like put out some new like details on Amazon, and a lot of them are just, you know, like not too picky. Why is the Echo of Oryx out there? Did he leave? Was that it? Okay. Anyway, so what makes this one thing a crazy deal? Oh, geez, what is that? There is this thing of Cabal Red Guard bruisers who infiltrated the tower freaking hangar, and the only thing that's stopping them is Lord freaking Shax with his raise lighter. Now that's some crazy stuff. And, you know, people are speculating, hey, you know, everyone thinks the tower's gonna get destroyed, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, what if he is the thing that, you know, is allowing us to escape the hangar, and, you know, he's the last one left behind, we don't know what happens to him. And while I think that is freaking cool storytelling, do I want Lord Shax to die? No. But what I would think is cool is we get to see this 2 weeks or a week before Destiny 2 launches, right? And when we go into the Crucible in Destiny 1, before it's launched, the Crucible is silent. There's no one talking. And I think that would make such a cool little impact. And that does do some good storytelling. I don't know, I think. I mean, I have no background of storytelling. My background is I used to make radio station commercials and then video commercials. That's my background. So, but again, I did used to write commercials, so maybe I do know a thing or two about storytelling. And why did I die? Come on, consume banged out. One thing that I do hope that happens with Destiny 2 is we get a little prelude into it. Now, I know I talked about the Lord Shax and the Crucible going silent thing, how I think that would be cool storytelling. But I hope that whatever the next big content update is, and I think it might be the last one, honestly, because what I can see happening is, you know, this is going to be the last thing. And then, you know, in the future, you know, like maybe during the summer when they start announcing the Destiny 2 stuff, we'll get access to the alpha and the open betas. So I think this might be like the final thing. But I hope whatever content we do get is a prelude into Destiny 2. Whether, you know, something happens that gives us access to the Vault of Glass at higher light level. And the reason why I don't think that we're going to see anything new, and we are going to see something reskinned, is you have to realize that this stuff takes a while to make. And that's why when Rise of Iron was made, they made that under such a time crunch that they had to do some reskins. And I'm surprised that we got, you know, the Plague Lands. And the Plague Lands, you have to admit, I love the Plague Lands way more than the Dreadnought, even though the Dreadnought was like this big, you know, space dungeon that had, you know, cool chests and everything. But at the end of the day, the chest didn't really mean anything except for those calcified fragments. Not nitpicking, it's just, I was expecting, I don't know, some exotics to come out of there. But I do expect to see old raids. Specifically, Vault of Glass, maybe Crota. But again, the 3 new December update maps, or strikes, kind of introduced everything. You got everything from year 1, that is. You know, you had Tanix, and maybe that could introduce into a Siva-fied, you know, Prison of Elders with Skolas. You know, Crota could maybe come back. Maybe it's not necessarily Crota. Maybe it's, you know, some big baddie that's kind of like Crota. And whatever happens in Vault of Glass, maybe a Taken Vault of Glass. Because one thing that I didn't know, and someone actually pointed out to me, is even though Oryx is dead, all the remaining Taken are just out floating, and basically they're zombies without, you know, a host. They don't have a brain, and what they're doing is they're just out existing. So I could see why, you know, lore-wise, they would try to go into the Vault of Glass. I could see it. So, you know, I'm not too upset as long as we get, like, some alterations to, say, like, Fatebringer or something like that. I wouldn't see a problem with that. Oh, jeez, I'm not dying again, Mr. Oryx. But the one thing I would love to get, elemental primaries, give them back. Two easy exotics that they could do.
In our own backyard.
Fire and Void supercells.
Wouldn't be what it is today
It's possible.
without you. That's anyway. Thank you for that shooting.
Paid 6, man. Gotta love them. Also, here are some more emotes coming to my Twitch channel, and I'm super proud of them. And, oh, that Cade 6 emote, though. I really like it. For those that don't know, I stream on Twitch almost every day. Like, 6, at least, most likely 7 times a week, but really 6. I need to give myself a day. Anyway, that's enough PvE and enough D2 talk from me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Tomorrow is reset day in Destiny, and hopefully there's like a secret or something, or there's a cool Crucible playtime. Until next time, guys. Kawabunga.